It's finally Saturday. As with last week, I'd normally question why I'm up so early on a weekend, but I actually have reason to be up. Today marks my first actual date with Monica. Some people would probably say the time we had at the cafe last weekend would count as a date. It was more of a last-minute decision than anything else. Plus, until she went to confess, I had no idea that Monica even liked me that way. Sure, there were definitely points where that thought had come into my head, but nothing to actually confirm that. Well, before her confession, that is. I quickly check my phone as I get out of bed. 7:07 a.m. I should have enough time to wash myself before Monica gets here, whenever that is. She was a little vague with when she was going to come over. I don't spend too long in the shower and soon return to my room to get dressed. I opted to go for a pair of blue jeans and a black shirt. During our lengthy texting session yesterday, Monica said that I didn't need to overdress today. Despite her saying that, I'm still quite nervous. I clicked out again. In face? My anxiety is shooting through the roof? In fact, you mean? Today, though, that roof must be in another dimension. I end up waiting for just under an hour and a half until I eventually hear the doorbell ring. I immediately shoot up to answer it, but I'm immediately stopped as Mom opens the door. Immediately.
Hi, is Hallie there?
Oh, wait, was that her or was that me? No, that was Monica.
Hi, is Hallie there? He is, yeah. You must be Monica, right? That's me.
I find myself smiling as I decide to head downstairs. Thankfully, it looks like the pair of them are getting along quite nicely. I forgot our mom was Miss Ida. Admittedly, there was a part of me that was worried about if they didn't get along, but in all seriousness, why wouldn't they? I mean, Mom got on well with Sari whenever she'd come around. Not only that, but she'd been quite eager to meet Monica since I had mentioned her. It almost feels as if those nerves were just there to fuck with me. It's not long until the pair of them notice me.
Honestly, Hallie, I'm surprised you didn't invite Monica over sooner.
Mom beams at me, quite clearly enjoying Monica's company. As for Monica herself, she looks as radiant as ever. I approach her, move my hand down her arm, and squeeze her hand in my own. You look great.
Oh, stop!
My comment only succeeds in flustering Monica as she locks her fingers with mine. We stay like this for a bit before Mom speaks up once more.
So, before you lovebirds head out, how about a drink? That sounds great, thanks.
I wouldn't mind one, honestly. Thanks, Mom. The three of us end up mostly chatting about ourselves, stuff we've done, and how Monica and I met. Eventually, Monica starts to talk about how we got together. I can tell it's paining her to bring up the festival again, but she presses on regardless, even reminding me that I gave her a reason to smile that day. Much like Sayori, Mom finds the whole situation really sweet. I've noticed that as she was talking about it, though, Monica started to hold my hand a little tighter. I can't tell if she's trying to stay strong for me, or if she's trying to put that day behind her. I'm sure she'll talk to me about it when the time's right. Don't want to pressure her. So, Moni, you want to head off now?
Yeah.
Monica looks towards Mom with a smile.
Thanks for having me over. No worries, hon. You're welcome to visit any time.
Both Monica and I then get up from the couch. We then head towards the door and, after grabbing my jacket, head outside, letting Mom know we'll be back later. Once outside, Monica taps my shoulder. I turn to face her.
I just remembered that we never actually decided what we were doing besides going to town.
Monica gives a blush and a nervous laugh. I think to myself, did we really forget to go over that? Given how we get when we're texting, that happening definitely seems plausible. But... One sec. I speak as I pull out my phone. I go through our texts from last night. ... Yup, we forgot. I slide my phone back in my pocket and look back to Monica. Yeah, about that. Monica's gaze fixes back onto me, seemingly expectant. Maybe we don't necessarily need a plan. We could always make it up on the spot. Monica closes her eyes, presumably thinking over what I said. Great, first date with Monica, and first date in general, and I'm already making an ass of myself.
Honestly, as someone who goes by schedules for the most part of the year, that sounds perfect.
Monica's delight gets a smile out of me, but nowhere near as bright as hers. I take her hand in mine. Let's head off then. With that, the pair of us set off. I think I've got some ideas for today. Just hope that Monica likes them. We decide to take a bit of a slower walk, eventually making it into town. Given that it's Saturday, it's a lot busier than the other times we've visited here. I gaze up at all the signs. There's so many places to choose from. There are so many places. It's almost overwhelming. Thankfully, my eyes eventually fixate on one sign in particular. I stop in my tracks, Monica taking notice not long after.
You okay, Hallie?
Yeah, it's just... My grip on Monica's hand slips as I walk towards the store window. My eyes scan the various record sleeves that decorate the shelves. It's just that places like this remind me of my dad. When I was younger, we'd always go vinyl shopping on weekends. Ever since he... I stopped myself short. I just started occasionally buying records just to keep his memory alive. I feel Monica's head rest on my shoulder. In response, I wrap my arm around her. Now, come to think of it, didn't Monica have a dead parent in the previous demo? Did they change that? Sorry, I didn't.
No, Hallie, you don't have to apologize.
Monica then wraps her arm around me. There's a moment of silence between us. There's something poetic about this moment to me, though. At the start of the week, I was comforting Monica. Near the end of the week, those roles have switched. Not that I'm complaining, though. I'm thankful that she's doing this. Monica soon speaks up again.
How about we go in together?
I look right into those beautiful eyes of hers. I'd love that. With Monica grabbing hold of my hand again, the pair of us head inside. Upon entering, we're immediately engrossed by the warm atmosphere of the store. It's a welcome departure from the streets, albeit a temporary one. Monica follows me around the aisles for a bit, her eyes sparkling in wonder. We eventually stop in the section dedicated to dance music. In most record stores, this section in particular always had me feeling the most nostalgic. It's just something about the music itself. I guess there was a part of me that was always influenced by it, even if I didn't realize it sometimes. As I looked to my side and noticed Monica's already going through the records. Monica's already going through the records, sentence fragment end. A certain sleeve's label then catches my eye. Could I just get that one sec?
Of course.
I point out the sleeve and Monica gets it out for me. It's a yellow sleeve emblazoned with a roulette wheel unlined with the name of the label, Roulette. You know, the name of the song kind of reminds me of you.
Oh, how so?
Remember my second day at the club?
I do, yeah. And the track you played me.
Yeah, about that. I know I said I was thinking about scrapping it, but after you said you dug it, I gave it a bit of time to grow on me. And I've worked on it quite a bit since then. I guess I could say, the music sounds better with you. Why did I just say that? Probably because it was a lyric from that song that I just didn't get the reference for.
I know that sounded like overly cheesy, but coming from you, it's actually pretty cute.
I can't help but be a bit flustered by that. Smiling, I rest the record under my arm. Let's see what else we can find. Maybe we could listen to them together when we head back to mine. I say that without even knowing if Monica is going to be coming over after we're done at town. You know, I guess this is just like a colloquial thing for the Brits. Like, they say mine, yours, to refer to their places. The context tells you.
I think I'd like that.
After grabbing 3 more records and paying for them, Monica and I head out. After some more walking, Monica ended up finding somewhere she wanted to check out. I went to go in with her, but she said she wanted to keep it a surprise. 5 minutes pass, I ended up biding my time by scrolling through my phone. That is until I feel a light tap on my shoulder. Slightly taken aback, I turn to see who tapped me.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
It's fine, Yuri. I just didn't see you there is all. Out of everyone I expected to bump into today, Yuri certainly wasn't one of them. Say, how come you're out here?
The newest book in the series I'm on released yesterday. I would have picked it up then, but I didn't have the time. I'm assuming you're here with Monica, right?
I nod. Yeah, she's just getting something. She says a surprise.
My, you're moving awfully fast, don't you think?
Yuri chuckles nervously, and I just stand there stunned. That's certainly one hell of a conclusion to jump to, isn't it? And out of everyone, it came from Yuri? No, it's not like that. Yuri laughs a little harder.
Don't worry, Hallie. I'm only teasing you.
Yuri and I chat for a good while. That is, of course, until Monica exits the store, bags in hand.
Hey, hon, I'm back. I hope you didn't
Hey, I caught it.
Yuri! Oh, hey, Monica. It's good to see you.
Yuri smiles warmly.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Monica's tone has gotten a tad dry.
What brings you here?
Monica's brow ever so slightly sharpens, and there is a subtle force behind her delivery. Yuri stammers nervously. Monica's tone is slowly feeling more hostile. I have to step in before it potentially gets more uncomfortable for Yuri. Actually, Yuri was in town to buy a new book. She just happened to bump into me, and we just started chatting. There we go. Whether I handled that as best I could, I'm not entirely sure of. Regardless, Yuri seems appreciative of the attempted save.
Right. Sorry, Yuri, I thought...
Monica's demeanor suddenly shifts.
No, it's fine, Monica. I should probably be on my way anyway.
Yuri quickly scurries off. I just stand there in complete confusion over what on earth just happened. 1 minute, I'm just talking with Yuri. But as soon as Monica returns, she gets hostile. Did she... Did she think that Yuri and I were... It then clicks. That could very well be what she was thinking. I turned to her. Monica, Yuri and I, we weren't doing anything, I swear. I gently squeeze her hand to attempt some further reassurance. She looks to the ground and sighs.
I know you weren't, Hallie. Honestly, that hadn't even crossed my mind.
Oh? Well, what about all that what about all that with Yuri? Monica sighs once again.
It's gonna sound stupid.
Sweetheart, look at me. I rest my hands on her shoulders as her piercing eyes look back to mine. Whatever it is, I'm all ears. I'm not going to judge you, you know.
Promise?
I swear to you. If you want to vent, I'm here to listen. I might not be the best at it in class, but when it comes to you, it's hard not to. Though I'm definitely biased. Monica chuckles, slightly flustered.
Wow, Hallie, just wow. How is it that whenever I'm feeling down, you manage to cheer me up?
I scratch the back of my neck, smile, and shrug my shoulders. I wish there was an easy way to answer that. My best guess is that it's just an innate desire to protect her smile. It sounds cliche as fuck, but it's true. I then squeeze Monica's hands a little bit. Anyway, you want to talk about what's bothering you?
Can we talk about it on the way back to yours? I don't exactly fancy standing in the street all day.
She's got a point. You want to get going now, then?
Please.
Monica then hands me one of her bags. After taking it, I then lock my free hand with Monica's and our fingers intertwine. We then set off back to mine. Alright, that was like one of the last things I remember from the demos. We got me close. We ended up spending the next few hours in town. Aside from the occasional store visit and getting something to eat, we spent most of the day just walking around and taking in the scenery. After how hectic this week started, it was certainly a nice change of pace. As planned earlier, we listened to the 4 records I bought, sitting together on the floor with Monica resting her head on my shoulder. There weren't any words between us as the music played, just a brisk, peaceful silence. Eventually the final track plays out, and I move to sit on my bed. Monica then joins me, and I rest my arm over her shoulder.
Thanks for the day, Hallie. I really enjoyed myself.
I give her shoulder a slight shake and a rub. I should be thanking you, Monica. Like, to be completely honest, I was really nervous about today. I mean, it was the first date I've ever been on, and a little part of me was worried about fucking it up. But you letting me be my weird self. You putting up with my dreadful jokes. All of it just helps me feel a bit more confident in myself.
Hallie, you never have to be worried about being yourself around me. You being you is what I like about you. Well, I actually like a lot about you.
Monica falls silent as the familiar feeling of my cheeks burning up makes itself known once more. She eventually rests her arm over my shoulder, much like I'm doing to her. She turns back to face me.
Say, you remember how I told you I wanted to ask you out a while ago?
I do, yeah. Monica's gaze diverts from mine as her cheeks redden and her lips adopt a knowing smile. It's a smile that causes me to stammer slightly. Monica?
This is something else that I've wanted to do for a while as well.
Wanted to what? Without another word, Monica pulls herself up to meet my face and presses her lips against mine. Ah, yes, I remember this too. At the point where I'd most expect my heart to try and burst out of my chest, it doesn't try to burst out. In a way, this feels completely natural to do. I pull her closer to me, causing the seal between our lips to tighten. In unison, we move our heads to the side, trying to better display our shared passion. I can feel Monica resting her hand on my leg, but even then my breathing is steady. Whether or not either of us are any good at kissing, it doesn't detract from the moment itself. Though that being said, Monica is a wonderful kisser. I do go to pull away from the kiss for a second, only for Monica to pull me back in. It's clear she wants to savor this moment for as long as possible. To be honest, so do I. If someone had told me that I'd one day end up like this, I would have more than likely said you were lying. For the first time in a while, I'm more than happy to be wrong. Eventually, though, we do pull away and just stare into each other's eyes, smiling brightly.
Hope that was worth the wait.
I pull Monica into a tight embrace. I love you so much.
I love you too.
We remain in each other's arms for a little while longer. I can't help but smile whenever we're like this. I'd stay like this forever if I could. But much like the first time we held each other, time isn't on our side. Hey, you should probably start heading home before it gets too late. I speak with a slightly downcast tinge to my voice.
I know.
My downcast mood isn't lost on Monica, even seemingly being reflected by her. I place my hand on Monica's cheek, causing her to smirk. I'll see you out.
Okay.
Monica and I head downstairs, both of us silently wishing we could have more time together. I've got a good feeling that we will get more time soon. We're still a relatively new couple after all. Monica tells me that she'll text me as soon as she gets home. After one final quick kiss, she departs, and I'm left feeling even happier than the day we first got together. I lean against the wall, smiling to myself. I just had my first kiss. Of all people, Monica certainly sets the bar high.
It's nice seeing you this happy, Hallie.
Huh? I look up and see Mum standing there.
Seeing you and Monica together earlier. It kind of reminds me of how your dad and I were when we first met.
Mum gives me an earnest smile. It's nice to see that she still has some fond memories of him. Then again, it's been 7 years since his passing.
He'd be proud of you. He really would.
Thanks, Mum. I smile back at her. I wish he was still here. Or he was still here. What gives me comfort is the thought that he's out there, watching over us wherever he is. I'm gonna head upstairs for a bit. I'll be down later.
Tell Monica I said hi.
Mum goes off to the living room and I head upstairs. I then spend the next 10 or so minutes waiting for Monica to get home. All the while, I'm reflecting on the events of today. I got to spend even more time with Monica than I'd ever expected to. But on top of that, Monica and I had our first kiss. I can't say for Monica, but I know that is going to be one memory that I hold on to for as long as I can. Things can only get better from here, right? I really hope so. Besides, with Monica by my side, I'm confident we can take on anything together. Anything at all. Alright, that seems like about where the demo ended, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's most likely it. Act 2 together. Also a bit annoyed. They kind of skipped the conversation where Monica explained why that encounter with Yuri bothered her. That seemed like it might be maybe important, but whatever. Beep, 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 beep. I groan loudly as my alarm wakes me. I sit up on my bed and reach for my phone, hastily shutting off the alarm. My God, is it loud? After setting it down, I look to my left and sigh gently. Just a dream, I whisper quietly to myself. Monica hadn't been able to visit on Sunday, as much as she wanted to. From what she said when we were texting after she got back on the Saturday, her dad seemed slightly annoyed by how long Monica was out for. Her mom said he was being ridiculous, but he was persistent. I want to think it was just him being protective, but given what she told me about him last Monday, part of me can't be too sure. After wiping the sleep from my eyes, I make my way to the bathroom to kick off my morning routine. Even then, I find myself yawning in the shower. I didn't stay up too late last night, did I? Oh well, worth it to video chat with Monica last night. Even if she couldn't come over, we at least got to see each other in some way. ... My silent reminiscing is then interrupted by the sudden ringing of my phone. Quickly wrapping a towel around myself as I switch the shower off, I then make my way back to my bedroom. It's only after once I get into my room that my ringtone cuts off. Only after once I... Patting my hand down with the towel, I reach for my phone and turn the screen on. Seeing the missed call notification, I dial back almost instantly. Hey, sorry I couldn't answer straight away, Moni. Just got out the shower. Not out of it, out the... Monica lets out a slight giggle, causing me to go a little red. And Not was calling me dirty-minded? She audibly stammers.
I mean, you'd probably be the same with me.
It seems a little early to assume that, but it seems quite likely. I just chuckle light and smile. Morning, by the way.
Morning. You sleep well?
As well as I could, yeah.
I didn't mean to keep you up too late.
You say that like I didn't want to stay up with you. We share a laugh.
Anyways, you mind if I come over before we walk to school today?
Monica, we've been together for a week. Of course you could come over. Just give me time to get dressed.
In that case, I might run down.
Moni, well, automatic text box is the bane of my existence.
In a bit.
Monica hangs up. Chucking my phone onto my bed, I quickly fetch my uniform from the closet. I know Monica was only teasing, but I can't really take a chance. There's a good reason she's the lead on the track team. I get dressed in what must be record time. Right now I'm just drinking coffee and waiting Monica's arrival. In time, there's a knock at the door. It's open! I call out, still sipping my drink. The door opens, then closes, then a familiar face turns the corner.
Hiya, Hallie.
She beams at me. Setting my now empty mug down on the table, I stand up and go towards her. Hey. I give her a quick kiss on the cheek and I pull her into a hug. Pull her into a hug. She does the same.
I missed you.
I missed you too. Anyway, we still got... I quickly check my phone. 7:07 a.m. Oh, we got just over 20 minutes before I usually head off. You want to go a bit early or no?
Nah, I'd rather stay here a bit longer. Like, I've got my social studies exam this morning. I just kind of want to take my mind off of it a little. Or a little.
She looks at me with pleading eyes. So, you just want to cuddle on the sofa for a bit?
Please.
Taking Monica by the hand, we head towards the living room.